Okay, in this video, we're gonna get the shield gadget, otherwise known as the gas energy deflection apparatus. It can be gotten as part of just the storyline if you choose to help out Kaur over Milverstreet. If you choose Kaur, you will naturally progress in a way that will get you the shield. But if you chose to help out Milverstreet, this is the video that will help you get the shield anyway, because Milverstreet stuff goes a completely different direction and will not get you through there. So if you chose Milverstreet, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over to the Ministry of Accuracy, which is over on the west side. He will have sent you here anyway to get that information on the refreshment and stuff like that, but you may or may not have interacted with the correct computer in order to get what you need to go the shield direction. So we're going to head back inside.
Hey, as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
And I'm going to bypass all of this because you can talk to her all you want.
Is it danger? Nope. Which is why I gotta ask. What are you? I'm minister. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting round. Go ahead.
Okay, gotta go. So we're just here.
Tough like her. Shame she's with Andy's choice.
Confront the threat.
I don't know. It's touch and go with this crummy rifle. Alright, no. Cancel. Alright, let's try something else. That's what I get for reloading a save. Drug crash! Okay, so this is the computer that we need. We're going to do alert overdue deliverable, and we're going to print Euphoria ARC pass. This is going to allow us to gain entrance to the repair center that has the side quests that we need to get this shield. So I'm going to grab that. You have gained Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Alright, let's get out of here. And so I will meet you now over here. This is where we're going over here. Okay, we're here at the Automech Repair Center.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Okay, we have the access pass. Looks like you can also get in with Engineering 2. Or 3.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Science 3. That would explain the toxic.
Observant of you. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Okay.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Depends on what you need.
You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
All right. Science 3.
What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Okay. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to visit the quartermaster, because I want to see... An Aegis against the Miasma.
Oh.
Miasma.
Unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Okay.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business.
See what you have for sale.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Engineering 3.
Current inventory indicates 0 copies of item designated stuff. Transaction halted.
I see. It's mislabeling stuff as a specific request. I'll have to add additional linguistic support for collective nouns. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's what I used during the initial testing.
Initiate commerce. Okay. So I was hoping they had a recipe, but I need a vending machine, I guess, for the recipe I'm looking for. There's a lot of good stuff here. Alright, not what I wanted. Alright, let's go find Delphinia. An Aegis against the Miasma. Oh, I can't activate it.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
You must be the scientist the Marshal mentioned.
Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas?
Yep.
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Science 3.
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself.
Which I don't have.
The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
Okay.
Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Alright, we are headed to a very specific cloud. There's inside. We're going to this cloud right here. We're going to slowly get close enough until it says collect Zeranium. If you go too fast, the meter under your health bar will fill up too fast and you can die. So go really slow. Because you can see the bar underneath my health bar filling up. So we'll go ahead and pop in at the doctor on the way, because I need that crash thing fixed.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, and what's this? You, I dare say, are... Fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild case. I imagine you haven't even noticed any symptoms yet. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask, for medical posterity, and so on and so forth.
I just need to be treated.
I'm afraid I require more information before I can render
All right.
treatment. That will ensure you get the care you need, and it will only cost your time. First question. Can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium?
Right outside. I was collecting Zeranium for Delphinia.
Another assistant. Should have guessed. I suppose I should be grateful for all the data she sends my way, but I do wish Del would think more of her collaborators' well-being. All right, next question. How are you feeling? For instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid or spleen? Well, good for you. Keeping a positive attitude can often aid your recovery. I wish more of my patients shared your optimistic disposition. As promised, you're due a round of advanced Zeranium therapy of the highest possible quality. Apologies for any severe discomfort you may have experienced in the interim. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love, be pleased to act as your consulting physician again, should the need arise. Don't have much to spare, but you're free to have a look.
Ooh. Blight fortification. So if you need any medical, physician outfit. Physician. Alright. Back to Delphinia.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
Yep.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
Okay.
You would imagine so, wouldn't you? Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
Alright, I will get you an amplifier.
A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
Okay, Woodrow is right next door.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't.
Some other way?
So desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear.
See, I need the speech 3. I really need to upgrade speech.
Good
All right,
hunting.
we'll go get that one.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
All right, we're going to head back outside. There we go.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
All right, it's right here. We're going to strip it for parts. And we're going to head back.
Any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Yep, here you go.
Oh, superb. I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
All right, thanks for the
Don't
shield.
thank me, just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone.
Okay, so now we have the gas energy deflection apparatus. This is our shield. If you hold triangle, that has now been added to the gadget section. It does not protect against significant falls. Okay, so if you hit L1, a blue barrier will cover your health bar. That's how you know it's working. And over time and or as you encounter damage, such as gas fields and stuff, go find a gas field. Oh, or time, it'll automatically turn itself off. Okay, so some of these quests are like so interrelated. So getting the shield itself is an Aegis against the miasma. But since we're here, we are going to use it on vanquishing the vexing vapors because we got the shield and now we're going to go help them turn it off. But you don't need to do the vanishing the vexing vapors. That's just like a secondary thing that you can do for more XP, which you're going to want because you don't want to be underleveled at the Vox Relay. So, but an Aegis against the miasma is all you need to do for the shield.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate.
She finished her device, and we have a working prototype.
I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
All right.
Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox Relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak.
All right. Let's go fix the gas leak. All right, make sure that the shield is active because you're going to need it to make it through this part. So L1, and then haul ass through. You see how much of the shield it took off just by going through that cloud? So you absolutely need it on. And then if you have hack 2, you can get through the door, but we're going to go this way. Okay, we got a couple of wasps to take out. Okay, we are headed to that computer right there. Gonna activate the shield. Haul ass in. Seal room and vent gas. Exit. Okay, so now... explosive grenade.
Suspicious.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Okay, if you have engineering 4, you can fix the lift. For an easy way up, we're gonna go up this way. All right, we're gonna override. There's one. Make sure your shield's on. Shield is on. Vending machine if you want it. Ooh, shot grenade. Kleptomania. Reject. Alright, let's pull the other one. Please take the ladder. Or not. Alright, back at the computer. We're going to check our status. Intake 1 is closed, 2 is closed, and flow is still on. So let's initiate the flow shutdown. And leave. Back to Donaldson. This area is now clear.
What can I do for you this time?
Your leak is fixed.
At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, we push the unprincipled interlopers of Auntie's choice into the sea. You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't have much to offer since our supplies are so low. I hope these bits will suffice. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spend just the same.
1,000. Alright, if you have engineering 3.
The pleasure was mine. The Automex we sent out will be a great asset to the Vox relay station. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little Zeranium poisoning won't do those Automex any harm.
Alright, so we just got the dose. Show preview. Has the poison mod. While standing in a Zeranium cloud, gain plus 20% critical chance. Zeranium poisoning is gained 50% slower. And then we also got repeating rifle explosive rounds mod and the recipe to go with it. Repeating rifle explosive rounds. So there you go. There's getting the shield and fixing the leak at the same time.